Hi everyone and welcome back. Today I am in need of a new sketchbook. So I'm going to show you how to make one real quick and real easy. I made these here from my computer with Windows. These two here are for 12 by 12 layouts, and there's a smaller one here that I use for cards. These are printed at both sides and are folded in half, and the measurements are going to be in this video and on my blog. I folded all of these in half along with the pattern paper, pretty sturdy pattern paper that is going to go around here. And there's going to be no sewing to make this little book. There is just clips. I'm lining it up the best that I can inside here, and once I have a satisfying fit, I'm gonna clip it here up the one end just to keep it tight. So I'm bringing in, this is kind of like a mouse pad, just a pretty sturdy foam thing, whatever you have. And if you don't have something like this, use a mouse pad. It's perfect and fine. Taking a clip machine and just opening it up, putting it back upwards. Oh, I just clipped these too tight, I can see. Just gonna see if that fits. Perfect. And down here as well. I'm gonna put it directly on the score lines and trying to make it as straight as possible on the score line is the best thing. I'm using 3, depending on the size. You can make more. Okay. So on the other side here, you have an open clip. Just gonna take my bone folder, folding them down. Now this is it's gonna be a sketchbook. But you don't have to use a sketchbook. You can also just make it with plain paper and have a little notebook. Whatever you need, you don't have to print these here. Okay, so make sure that they're firmly pressed down and remove my clamps here. And just gonna score it again, just really tighten it. Okay, so here I have it. It's a bit crooked on the outside, so I'm gonna lay it down like this, take a metal edge ruler and a heavy duty knife. I'm actually using one from not from a craft store, from a hardware store. It's one of the big ones, and I'm using the lines that I have on this pattern paper to line it up to make it straight, but whatever you want, just so we can get straight edge. So I'm just going several times. You know, there's just paper everywhere. Like so. That was the end here. As you can see, I'm taking off a bit more here, but that's because in here there's a more overhang of the pattern paper than there was on the other end. I have paper everywhere right now. So here's basically the book ready for use, but I am going to round the corners and then I'm gonna come back. Okay, so I rounded the corners. I hope you can see that here. And I'm gonna decorate it a bit. Want it to be opening this way. I took some scraps that I had. A big piece of a cloud here that I just randomly cut into 3 pieces that are going to be on here. And I'm going to take, this is just a pattern piece of paper, I'm going to use this side of it to go over. And I'm just going to adhere that down. Just a second. So we'll put adhesive down on all of them. Just gonna burnish it. Remove the protection here. And I'm just going to adhere these down, and then I'm going to be back. So I adhered those down, and I'm going to put this strip on top, and I already put adhesive on, so you don't have to wait for me to do that. Remove the protection and figure out where there we go. Just gonna trim the excess here. So, and then I already took the letters that I wanted from this one, Black Glitters letters from GCD Studios, and I already put them on a ruler so that they're easy to position, and some of them may not be that easy because I want it to look a little bit crooked. So now I have everything glued down. As you can see, sketch this. I put some birds on here with, that's a cloud theme. But just, you know, you can make it however you want, but keep in mind that it is a book that you're gonna write inside or paint or whatever, so you don't want this out here to be thick, to be chipboard, to be anything of dimension. Just use stickers and papers like this. And then now I have a beautiful sketchbook that I can go ahead and make my first sketch of the layout that I want to make in another episode. So I can't wait to get this used. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you give it a go. It's very easy. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.